Well, Danny, obviously tomorrow's opponents lost 6-0 at the weekend. How do you approach a side who have had a disappointing defeat to say the least?
Well, we're anticipating a wounded animal. They'll obviously be disappointed with the defeat at home. I think they've lost the last 3 home games, and prior to then they've had such an outstanding home record for such a long time under David Artell. So we know they're a proud football club. We know that they've got a lot of good players. They can play with a real rhythm and a fluency when they get it right. And we know Crewe Alexandra are a dangerous opponent, and we'll be preparing for a really tough game.
John Marquis is back from suspension. Will he be available for you? What's his fitness like?
Yeah, well, John has just unfortunately had an issue with the ankle. It's been an ongoing issue. It hasn't quite been right. We've been trying to do our best to settle it down, and I think we're no more, I suppose, in the next 24 hours whether he's going to be available to us or not.
And for Lee Brown as well, what's the latest on him?
Yeah, so Lee is having a scan on his hamstring, so it's a soft tissue injury. It looks like the bicep femoris, the outside hamstring muscle. It looks mid-belly and it looks low level, so we're hoping that the scan's going to come back and there's not going to be too much damage and he'll be back available as soon as possible.
And I suppose you've got Charlie Daniels as well, and with the amount of experience that he has as well as other things, it's not a bad replacement to have.
Absolutely, Charlie's had a wonderful career. He's great with the younger players, brings us real quality with his left foot. He's first and foremost a good defender, but also gives us a real attacking option in terms of his overlapping and his delivery, and also has the ability, as we saw on Saturday, to make the box when we're crossing from the right hand side and be a goal threat.
Yeah, is it important when you have not too many attacking options that the goals come from all areas of the pitch?
I think that's always your ambition. You want the goals to come from everywhere. On Saturday we made 600 passes. I think we had 88% possession in the second half. But if we're critical of ourselves, possession's great, but there always needs to be a purpose to it. And when I look at our possession, I quickly look for our chance conversion. And if we're being, like I said, critical of ourselves, which we have to be if we want to improve, then we need to create more chances for the amount of possession that we had. And actually a lot of our play in the first 2/3 of the pitch was very, very good, and we continually got control and rhythm into the final third. We just lacked a little bit of penetration, and then as a consequence some of our decisions and execution wasn't quite as good as we would have liked. So we still, having said that, had nearly 2 expected goals and dominated that part of the game against the opponent. But the stats are the stats. People only really care about the facts, and the facts say that we lost by a goal to Burton. So while we're disappointed with that, we've taken some good learning. And to be fair to the group again, we've worked really, really hard with our possession, and we've worked really hard in the first 2/3 of the pitch, our press break and our create phase, the finishing phase, the final third of the pitch, the assist and the final action, and more importantly the movement to get into those final actions we haven't done as much of, because naturally you have to layer the learning and you can't throw it all at a group. So it has to be gradual and it has to be progressive, and that's what it's been. And we did some work this morning on the finishing phase, and we will continue to improve. And the great thing is we've managed to win 4 games out of 5 as a new group, and we've got loads to improve on. And that really excites me, because if we do continue to improve, then we will get the outcomes that we want. We will get to the position at the end of the season that we all want to be, and hopefully by then you're going to see us playing some of our best football.
And in terms of working on the improvements, obviously it's a long trip, a Tuesday night as well. How do things work in terms of making sure you fit the preparation and the travelling in and making sure that you're ready? Yeah,
well, that's all part of the job. The logistics are important, and we have to get that right so that we can recover the group as well as we can. We can get the necessary learning into the group and the preparation into the group to play at Crewe. I've told them it's 25 degrees in Crewe today, so we're looking forward to going up north and enjoying the warm weather, and it's great for us. This is why we live. We love football, so when the games come thick and fast, that's exactly what we all enjoy. And the challenge of 2 away games at the back end of the week is a great challenge for us. And if you want to be a successful team, you have to be really good at playing and playing well, recovering and recovering well, training and training well, preparing and preparing well, and then playing well again. And that's what it is. It's great for us. We love football and we're looking forward to it.